What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to a brand new video. Today I'm going to be doing something different. So today I'm going to be giving my prediction for the System of a Down 2018 set list. Before I get into all that stuff, I just want to say thank you guys so much for 300 subscribers. Wow, we made it, boys. 300 subscribers, and I rarely post videos. So yeah, thank you for that. And I just want to let you guys know that I plan to live stream the System of a Down concert I go to in October, so subscribe if you guys want to see that. I do plan on it. There's a lot of factors, obviously, like if I can be in peace without getting pushed around, and also if I get good internet access there, and if they let me bring in my portable charger. So those are the factors in whether or not I do end up streaming it. But nonetheless, basically in this video, I'm just going to go down my list of songs I think they're going to play this year. I'm going to give an order, but obviously it's hard to predict a 27 or 30 song set list, so in order. So I'll give it to you in the order, I think it's going to be in, but if not, just know these are the songs I think they're going to play this year. So let's get into it. So the first song on my set list prediction is going to be Sweet Pea. Now, when going with this one, I know that at first I thought they were going to start with Prison Song, but then I thought they start with a new song every year. So 2011 they started with Prison Song, 2013 they started with Aerials, then 2014 they started with Chop Suey, but that was one concert. So in 2015, for the Wake Up the Souls portion of their touring, they started with Holy Mountains, and then after that I think they started doing the Mind intro, and I think just for the Rock and Rio they did IE8I8IO. So, and then in 2017, they started with Soldier Side intro. So I thought it's logical that they'll start with Sweet Pea, right? I do believe that they will start with Sweet Pea. That's just what I think they're going to do. So, who knows? Maybe they won't start with Sweet Pea, but I don't think they'll start with anything they started with before, unless we get Nay and they completely do the same 2017 set list, which I don't think they'll do. I hope they don't do. But out of everything they could start with, Sweet Pea is the most logical song if it's indeed a new song and not just a recycled song like Prison Song that they've already used, or like Aerial. So Sweet Pea is the logical one if you want to think of a new song for them to do for their starting song, unless they reuse an old one. So that's my prediction. So what I think they will play after Sweet Pea is I think we are going to get Prison Song after Sweet Pea. I could be completely wrong, but these starting ones are like, they could go any way, but these are usually the songs they play at the start of their concerts. So Prison Song is usually one of the first 5 they play. So I think they will play Prison Song second, if not actually first, but I think they'll do Prison Song second right after Sweet Pea. That's just how I think they'll do things, So yeah, not really much to explain there. Right after that, I think we are gonna get Aerials. So once again, this falls under the same category as Prison Song, where they always play these songs in the first 5 songs they perform. So I do think we're going to get Aerials right after Prison Song, maybe, or even later. But I do think we get Aerials in there right after Prison Song. So my next two are kind of like a bundle, I guess. I'm predicting Soldier Side intro that leads into BYOB. So last year they started the concert with Soldier Side intro, and then they went to Sweet Pea, and they played BYOB at the end of the set list. But this year I think we're going back to the normal, because usually it's Sweet Pea into BYOB, just like the album. They've been doing that on their concerts all the time. since the reunion and even some concerts back in 2005. So it's pretty self-explanatory. I think that's how it's gonna go. Could be wrong, but I'm 90% sure. So that is my prediction for songs 4 and 5 of the set list. Now this next song could have gone anyway because everyone knows that there are a certain core set of songs that System of a Down will play in a set list. Everyone knows they're going to play Chop Suey, they're going to play Hypnotize, Psycho, Toxicity, Lost in Hollywood, Sugar, Sweet Pea Prison Song. Everyone knows that's the songs they're going to play. There's certain songs that they play every set list and they haven't missed. So this next song I think is going to be IEAIAIO. They haven't played this since 2015. They haven't had it as a full-time part of their set since, I believe, 2013. I know they played it a couple times in 2015, but to be honest, I'm not sure if they played it consistently in their Wake Up the Souls tour. So, yeah, I know the last time it was a consistent part of their set, for sure, that I know of, was 2013. So I think they'll play it this year. I hope they play it this year. It's a fun song to sing along to, right? So that's the song I think. Up next, I think they are going to be playing No from the self-titled album. So my reasoning behind this, I have a lot of songs from the self-titled album. And the reason for that is because I think they are going to be playing some of the self-titled stuff because it is the 20th anniversary since that album came out. So I think they're going to play No. It doesn't matter, like I said. I'm giving you my prediction, my guess of, the order it'll be in, but I just think somehow, some way they are going to play No somewhere on that set list, whether it's at the end or the beginning. I think they're going to play No somehow, some way, somewhere, some magic thing. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying.
Let's fuck this place up! Let's fuck this place up!
Up next is another one of those songs that they're gonna play every year, and that is Needles. So I'm just gonna do a jumbo. Why am I saying jumbo? I'm just gonna do a mashup. I'm just gonna give you my next 2 songs that I think is gonna be played. So I am typically System of a Down plays Needles, then Deer Dance. With the exception of 2013, they played Deer Dance right after BYOB and then Needles later on. So I think they are going to continue their Needles into Deer Dance transition, I guess. So that's my prediction. I don't know. I could be wrong. They always tend to surprise us with this stuff, but typically Needles and Deer Dance are always on the set list, unless it's Pink Pop, which they wasn't on the set list last year for Pink Pop. But other than that, it was on the set list regularly. next song I'm going with is Radio Video. This is another one of those songs that you know they're gonna play every year. And normally, a lot of times it came after after Deer Dance. I actually don't know fully. I don't think it did actually. Did it? I can't remember if it happened in 2017, but I know in 2013 it always came after Deer Dance. So, you know, I know it's coming. I know they're gonna perform it this year, but it's a matter of when. But I just put it right after Deer Dance for me. So that's just what I think.
Hey man, look at me rocking out. I'm on the. Hey man, look at me rocking out. I'm on the.
After Radio Video, I put down Hypnotize. It's yet again another one of those songs you know they're playing for sure. And I just put down Hypnotize because they usually play it a little bit before they play Psycho and Chop Suey. So I just decided the logical place to place it for my set list was after, you know, Radio Video. So yeah, just another one of those easy ones to get out of the way. Is another one of those songs that I completely had to pick at random what I think is going to be played. And to be honest, this list is completely different from what I just made this list today, but I had another list that I made all the way back in April, which I completely changed my mind about that set list. So up next, I'm predicting that they will be playing Tentative. Basically, John Dolmayan, aka the drummer for System of a Down, has been doing rehearsals on his Instagram where he live streams himself playing drums and stuff. He's been playing Tentative a lot. He's been playing a couple other songs a lot, and you'll see those more down the line, but he's been playing Tentative a lot, so I do believe that we will get Tentative on the set list because I'm pretty sure he has played that song in every single rehearsal that he's done, and I think it's safe to assume that the songs he does on rehearsal might be actually part of the set list for that year. So a song like Tentative, they haven't played consistently since 2015. They played it in 2011. So I think it'll be a good fit. That song's good, you know. Although Serge, whenever he typically sings it, he does tend to run out of breath going into the chorus. So we'll see how it goes, you know. That's what I think. So after Tentative, I think we're going to get Darts again this year. So at first, I assumed Darts was one of those songs that you get every other year. 2011, they played Darts. 2013, they did not play Darts. 2015, they played Darts. So I was like, okay, they're doing it every other year. But 2017, they did Darts. Or not every other year, but every other tour. So, but 2017, they did play Darts consistently. So I think they'll play Darts again. I hope they play Darts again. Darts is such a fun song for the crowd and just for everybody in general, for Serge, everybody. It's a fun song. So I think they'll play Darts again. I hope they play Darts again. But, you know, that's another one of those that's not consistent, but, you know, they play it a lot. So I rolled the dice in saying that they will play it this year. So we'll see.
Clock, man. That's a clock. For a day. Fear not the gods that come from the.
So the next song is Bounce. So this is another one of those songs that they don't play every year. They played it in 2011, not in 2013. They played it in 2015, and then they played it in 2017. So just like Darts, they had a pattern and they fucked it up last year. So I think they'll play Bounce again. It's another one of those songs that's just super fun for the crowd, and then another fun song for the band to play around with. I think we'll get Bounce, you know. So yeah, that's that. But another thing I want to mention is I'm reading off to you a 30-song set list. So a lot of times they do 30 songs but a lot last year was all 27 song set lists. So I basically have X's next to 3 songs, and those 3 songs that have X's are songs that I think if it is a 27 set list, they will exclude. So Bounce, I think if they do have only a 27 song set list, I think they will completely cut it out, because like I said, it's a fun song to play around with for the crowd and the band, but Darts is also that song, so if they do want to cut it out, I think they will for Darts. That's just what I think.
Oh, I'd like to spread you up, touching whoever's behind. Yeah.
So after Bounce, I think they are going to play Soil. This is another one of those songs that John has played a while for that rehearsal on his live stream. So for the first like 2 or 3 live streams he did, he played Soil each one. But after that he stopped, so I don't know if they just decided they're not going to do it anymore, or he's just not playing it anymore. But I think Soil will be on their set list this year. Soil is one hell of a song, you know, it means a lot to Surge. So I think we'll get Soil. You know, I could be wrong, but Soil is one of those songs that they rarely play. I think they played it consistently in 2015, and then they played it one or maybe twice in 2013 that I know of. But it's one of those songs that it's a rare song to hear. So I hope he plays it this year. It's a fun song. I think they'll play it, but you know, it could go either way. This next prediction is another like wild. I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna predict it. It's one of those that is unlikely, but I want to hear it. So I'm gonna put it on my set list. It's Sad Statue. So they haven't played this song since 2005. I don't know if they played it at that concert in 2006, but for sure what I know is they haven't played it since 2005. So do they play it this year? I sure fucking hope they do play it. It's a good song, but it's one of those songs that every year they tend to play a song that they don't normally play. So like in 2011, that was Innervisions. They played Innervisions a lot in 2011, and they rarely play that. And honestly, I think that might be the first time they ever played it was in 2011. 2013, they played X. We literally haven't seen X since 2013. 2014 was just a one and done thing. I don't really remember too much from that. 2015... they played Soil a lot, which was another song that we rarely see. Okay, we saw it a few times in 2013, but I think Soil, but Soil was that song that was like, wow, they played it consistently. Another song they played consistently in 2015 was the demo song Temper. They played it a lot, so that was another song that they basically rarely played that they played a lot in 2015. Another song that they played in 2017 that they rarely play is, Roulette. So Roulette is a slow song, basically. They never really played it. They played it in 2015 once, I think, at the Armenian concert, but they literally never play it anywhere else. So this year, I think the song that we will get that they rarely play is Sad Statue. That's my prediction. We'll just have to see. So up next is another one of those songs that's like, oh yeah, we know they're playing that. So that is Suggestions, you know. Suggestions is just a banger, you know. It goes hard, and I think Surge can scream it still. I know at the start of 2017, he just did like an operatic kind of voice to it, but towards the end, he did start screaming the piece of your ass lyric, you know. So I think he could still do it. So this is just, you know, one of those that we know for sure. after that, I am predicting Psycho Chop Suey. Psycho, they always play it, and then they always play Chop Suey right after, with the exception of 2014, where that one concert at K-Rock, they didn't really play it, but yeah, I'm just going to keep this short. Psycho Chop Suey. Next two short as well. I think they're going to be playing Lonely Day and then Lost in Hollywood right after. You know, Lost in Hollywood and Lonely Day are another two songs they play every year. So, you know, that's just what I think.
And it's mine, the most loneliest day of my life. Such a lonely day. You see everybody's hands in the air, waving like you just don't care. I was standing on the wall, feeling 10 feet tall. You maggots smoking back on Santa Monica Boulevard.
Up next, I think we're going to get Question, another one of those songs we get every year, so I'm going to keep this clip also short. Question, we get it every year. Serge sounded amazing on it last year, so I'm sure he'll do just as great on it this year. 51-year-old man. So yeah, that's my prediction. Now up next is one of those songs that I have to do some thinking on. What would fit? I think we're going to get Revenga, just because they rarely play it now. They played it in 2011. Then in 2015, after the Wake Up the Souls tour, they did have it on the set list, I think. It was consistent. I'm not sure. I think they played it a couple times, though, in 2015. So I think they'll play it again. I don't know. We'll see. You know, it's another one of those songs that I'm rolling the dice on, but I think we'll see Revenga. Now up next is another one of those, just, you know, we gotta roll the dice again. So I think, because the way I have my next two songs set up, they set up perfectly for each other. So I think they will play Roulette next, basically just to give John a break, because Revenga is another one of those do-do-do-do-do, you know? He's got to pound those drums. So in Roulette, I think it's all Darren who just plays instruments, basically the guitar, and Serge sings. I don't know if there's bass or anything in it, but I'm pretty sure it's all guitar. So I think we'll get Roulette next. And Roulette has an X next to it, so I think if it is a 27-song set list, I think they'll get rid of it. But just the way I have my set list basically laid out, I predict Roulette to give John a little break. But yeah, that's pretty much why I put Roulette on this list.
Don't know how I feel when I'm around you. I know how I feel when I'm around you. I don't know how I feel when I'm around you.
So the reason I wanted to give John a little break is because he's about to play Mind. I think they're going to play Mind here as the 25th song of their set list. So this is, you know, song number 25, a part of the 30-song set list, of course. So I think they'll play Mind because going back to that, it's the 20-year anniversary of, you know, their self-titled album. So I do think we'll get a lot of self-titled album songs this year. Once again, could be wrong. This is another one of those things that I want to see them play Mind live, because Mind has literally been my song of this year that I have non-stop been listening to. Mind is such a good song, it's insane. So I think they'll play Mind.
Free thinkers are dangerous.
Then right after that, I think it's almost pretty much guaranteed that we're going to get the Dreaming intro, or not the intro, but like the middle breakdown where Darren is the only one singing, the Dreaming of Screaming or whatever. I think we'll get that this year. We've been getting it pretty much consistently since 2015. Well, I think, you know what, my fact is wrong. I think we only got it at the Armenia concert, but we did get it last year, and I do see them continuing it. But the reason I placed it so randomly is because I don't know what they would play after it. I just don't know what they would play before or after it, so I just placed it randomly. I do think they are going to play it this year, though.
Lost when they called and they said that they thought he was dead. Dreaming of screaming. Someone kicked me out of my mind. I hate these thoughts, I can't deny.
So up next for my prediction, I think we are going to get P.L.U.K. Now this song has an X to it, and I'll get into why it has the X in a little bit, but I think we'll get P.L.U.K. basically just because, you know, it's happening in California, and in California, or at least in Southern California, in Glendale to be specific, they have a big Armenian population, so I expect a lot of people from Glendale to come to this concert, so they obviously have the Armenian Genocide Memorial here. So I think we'll get that. But the reason this song has an X next to it is because my next song is also about Armenian genocide, and I think the next song is almost guaranteed to be played this year. But yeah, P.L.U.K., the reason I picked it is because going back to that 20th anniversary thing, if they do play it, I think they will. But that made no sense. If they do play it, I think they will. If they do play it, you know why, because of the 20th anniversary thing. But if they don't, it's because they are doing the 27 song set list. So.
All in our system. Down. 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 Walk on. Walk down.
And now the reason for the X on the last one. I think it's because they're going to be guaranteed playing Holy Mountains, which is a huge song about the Armenian genocide. This has been almost guaranteed by John's rehearsing. You know, we know that they are definitely going to be playing this song. John has rehearsed it almost every single live stream he has done. Holy Mountains, another song about the Armenian genocide. I think we are almost guaranteed them to play this song. But yeah, I think that'll be the song. Last but not least, the last two songs of almost every concert is Toxicity and Sugar. These are guaranteed to be on the set list, unless System of a Down surprises us. But Toxicity and Sugar, those are the last two songs of my 30-song set list. So, yeah, that's pretty much it, you know. Ended on Sugar always, and then Toxicity right before it. So that's just the end of my thing, my predictions.
The room. No lights, no music. I'm away forever. But I'm feeling better. I feel, come on.
before this video ends, I have so much editing to do for this fucking video. This is gonna be a long video because each clip for each song is 30 to 40 seconds. So, if not more, but I'm gonna do some honorable mentions. If they play other songs that are not on the set list, I wanna just tell you some songs that I wasn't too sure about, but that they could surprise and play. I have Honey, Temper, and Fudge. I'm trying to think of what the other one was. I literally had it in my mind. But Honey, Temper, and X. Those 3 songs I originally had on my set list, but before I realized that set list is more of what I wanted to hear rather than what I think they'll play, what Surge can handle, those were on the set list. So if they do play those are just my honorable mentions. Guys, I hope you guys did enjoy this. This took a shit ton of time to edit, basically. I hope you guys did enjoy this. If you are a System of a Down fan and you're going to the San Bernardino concert, I hope to see people there that somehow watch this video. Who knows, see me. I'll be in this shirt. I most likely will be wearing these glasses, and I'll be live streaming the concert on my fucking phone. So, that was my prediction for the 2018 set list. The closest concert to us now is, I think, October 6th, so that's 2 weeks away. So we'll see the set list there. But who knows if that'll be the same set list they play, because they have a tendency of playing a completely new set list for concerts that they play for festivals, basically. So that's Force Fest in Mexico, and then they have one in Aftershock in Sacramento. So this could be completely different than what they play in Force Fest. So we'll see. Thank you guys for watching so much. Again, thank you guys for 300 subs. And I'll see you guys in October. Well, I'll upload other videos before then, but I'll see you in October for the System concert. Thank you guys.